I'd like to call the meeting to the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there any reports on it? Oh, first of all, people can join through our Zoom system. The phone numbers and passcodes were all listed on our website. Is there any reports on executive sessions held?
There were none held.
Public comment?
Surprise, surprise, right? Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. Welcome aboard, Larry.
Thank you.
Hopefully things go as easy as you were expecting. It's good to see Mr. Marshall step aside. He was part of the cover-up with George, so I'm glad to see he's gone. We have some good people coming in there now, so just have your stopwatches ready because you're going to need them. The agenda yesterday wasn't posted 24 hours in advance again, in violation of the open records law. Just want to put that on record. I see the night meetings. Coal Region Canary says that they're going to add 2 extras. Hopefully he's looking to do more than that. 1 per quarter. People have to wait every 3 months to come here. That sort of pushes them away. I know it's stated about the overtime costs, but look at the overtime costs in the prison, the 911 center, the sheriff's office. These are offices that, you should be taking account of the overtime there before you're worried about overtime for a couple people coming in. You only need to have a work session in the evening just to have people come in and allow public comment. Boots, I want to touch on something I did last week. The enabling of Mr. Halkovich. A couple letters here. Of course, right to know request, I always have the proof. Back in August and September of 2022. There's one from the sheriff's. These are all obtained through right to know request. One where you did everything but beg to give Mr. Halkovich his parking spot back. And the other one is where the sheriff agrees with some of the row officers that wanted Mr. Halkovich banned. And Mr. Grudy spells it all out that he could be banned. You two needed to vote on it. And the last sentence, to me, it's just a time bomb waiting to explode. So let's get with the program commissioners and take care of this problem before something drastic happens. Before something drastic happens. So now there's a Jane Doe 5. Isn't that drastic enough to make changes? But it's too late now because now he's gone. We have another lawsuit. So who cares? But you enabled this. So I hope they do sue you personally, and I hope they do take your farm off you. Because it's ridiculous. Yesterday you voted on a affirmative action policy, not a plan. The plan's not online like it should be, and nobody's ever seen the plan. Where can the plan be found and not a policy? That's a question I would like answered. Larry, hopefully you can look into that. One other quick thing, the 911 employees, thankfully as you guys are working with them, if anybody listened to the fire in Palo Alto yesterday, phenomenal job. Mr. Crater was on scene. Dozens of fire trucks there, probably 100 firefighters. They handled it very well, got everybody in different channels of operation. So hats gotta go out to them. Hopefully you guys recognize that. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment?
George Nicole, Palo Alto. I hope this, Larry, I hope you do a good job. I hope that if you haven't heard me, you've seen me at the one meeting that you had for the Republicans. I hope and pray that this nonsense with this assessment is looked into further. I do not agree with it, and I know most of the senior citizens and veterans out there are hurting and losing their homes. It's time for a change. School tax is another thing, property tax. They are really out of hand. This is why people are losing their homes, losing their minds, because they think they're not doing what they were put on this earth to do, and that's to supply their family with the needs that they need. And here, what they do is keep on taking and taking and taking and taking off of these people. It's time for a change. Property tax is not working. Whoever says it is fooling themselves. It's just gonna keep on raising, and these people are losing their homes right and left. It's time for a change. I hope this change is gonna be soon, rather than down the line. People are losing their homes. I don't know what I have to say to make it any clearer than that. I've talked and talked and talked, and I'll keep on doing it until I see change. I personally would love to see them say, all right, we have to come up with something better than what's out there right now. Because people are just losing their lives because they can't come up with the money. They're losing their homes. They're losing their ability to think for themselves even because they don't know where to go. And then you ask for help and, well, you made $10 too much or $20 too much. This is nonsense. But if a person is losing their home, let's find a reason where a good reason to save that home for that person. We have grandparents. Everybody had grandparents and they went through rougher times than we're going through with the Depression. But this is ridiculous. There was always somebody out there to help, and now there's not. There's not. It's just like, that's their problem, not my problem. That's how this government works. This is how the government thinks, and it's time for a change. And I hope you three gentlemen now, you're in charge now of the county. I hope this change is going to start seeing something out there that's helped these people. Thank you.
Is there any other public comment?
Good morning, Melinda Diver, North Manton Township. Welcome aboard, Commissioner Padora. Good to see you. I think the taxpayers and the voters, people of the county, are counting on your strong leadership to make 2024 a great year for everyone. And I'm hoping that your presence as chairman of the Board of Commissioners will lend some sort of encouragement to Commissioner Hess, and hopefully he will have a friend on the Board of Commissioners, someone who will help to keep him informed of everything that's going on, because I think in the past, Commissioner Hess has not been, shall we say, well informed of the issues and different things going on. So we hope to see that. A couple of things that I want to talk about that is on the work session, and I will reiterate, this is a work session today. It's not a board meeting. On behalf of Finance and Administration, if folks will look at the agenda, approve and to delegate contract authority as contract designees to Gary Baker, Paul Buber, and Chris Kearns to approve contracts for all county business involving amounts below the bid threshold of $23,200. I would think, Commissioner Padora, you might have a little bit of an issue with that, because this is the Board of Commissioners. These are the people that we voted for, that folks voted for to put into office to conduct the business of the county. We did not elect Gary Bender, Paul Buber, or Chris Kearns to do the business of the taxpayers of this county. And I would think that as hard as you work, Larry, to become commissioner, why would you throw aside one of the kudos or the benefits of being a county commissioner to allow other people to make those decisions on contracts for you? I applaud that you are going to be a full-time commissioner. That is something that the people are hungry for. So thank you for that. Another thing that's on the agenda today, under Gary Bender, County Administrator, requests the Board of Commissioners to ratify the designee-approved contracts. So for the month of December 2023, and if we look at those, there's the window cleaning services. I have to question why those were broken down into 4 separate contracts I'm not sure if they were broken down into 4 separate contracts. I understand they're different buildings, but once you add those up, they exceed the amount where things have to be placed on a public bid. Okay, so those are the things that I'm concerned about, breaking things up so that it falls under that threshold. And I hope this does not become a practice in the future. And like I said, welcome aboard, and good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment? Okay. Cheryl, grant writers?
Good morning, Commissioners. Today, I am presenting approval for change order number 1 for $1,500 to contract with Northeast Industrial Services for a demolition project in Tamaqua. This change order will increase the contract from $63,327 to $64,827 and is due to chimney removal and reframing, rerouting the neighboring water main and wall frame out for neighboring attic crawl space.
Is there a motion? Or do you think at the end? I'm stuck on Borough Council. Yeah, next week. I'm on Borough Council still. It's a little different. We're not. Paul?
Commissioners, good morning. This morning I have 3 budget adjustments I'd like to present. Each budget adjustment has an explanation on the bottom. All 3 budget adjustments are for the prior year. We're reallocating budgetary authority between line items within the respective departmental budget. We are not increasing the overall spending. First one I'd like to present is on behalf of the prison for $500. Second one is on behalf of liquid fuels for $1,975. And the third one I'd like to present is on behalf of the Tax Claim Bureau for $8,642. Commissioners, then I also have a request to approve and delegate contract authority as contract designees to Gary Bender, Paul Luber, and Chris Kearns to approve contracts for all county business involving amounts below the bid limit threshold for calendar year 2024. The bid limit threshold is $23,200 and the telephonic quote threshold is $12,600.
And then also, posted outside the doorway is a detail of the budget, where they're being moved within the budgets. I had to tape it there. So, can I have a motion for the request to make the adjustments in the budget?
So moved. I'll second that.
On the motion? Roll call. Question, sorry. Yeah.
Commissioner Padora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
So moved. Okay, on behalf of the finance administrator to give the ability to the designee contracts to Gary and Chris Kearns for approval. Kind of motion.
I'll make that motion.
Sorry, we're going to do all's in favor. Roll call.
Commissioner Padora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Thank you. Gary Bender, County Administrator.
Next one, request the Board of Commissioners ratify the designee approved contract for the month of December 2023. I am asking for a motion at this time.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Padora?
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Kearns.
Yes, Commissioners, we have in the prison the appointment of Kevin Zavala as a correction officer part-time, rate is 23.0730, effective date 12/29/23. In the solicitor's office, promotion of Paul Dottie, county solicitor, rate is $45,762.66, effective 1/1/24, coming from assistant county solicitor. And also in the solicitor's office, the transfer of Shelby Hostetter as assistant county solicitor. The rate is $41,038.79, effective 1/1/24, coming from assistant DA. These appointments are pending drug test and physical where appropriate, and all actions involving salary or for positions being created are pending salary board approval.
versus name, the hourly rate and effective date,
Mr. Kern just read it. So
okay. Okay, that's fine.
I'm fine with Mr. Kern reading it.
Okay, I'll make the motion that we approve the appointments for, the, President and Solicitor's Office.
Second. Roll call, sir.
Commissioner Padora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Also informationally, Commissioners, in the Solicitor's Office, the retirement of Alvin Marshall as County Solicitor effective 12/31/23.
I'll make a motion, we accept the retirement. Sorry, oh, you don't need a motion for that, okay, sorry, you're right. It's information, correct, so.
Is there anything else from the public?
Yeah, I'd like to also echo Mr. Dunkel's comments about the, we were here yesterday having our reorganization meeting, and Ron Devlin and Josh were both getting phone calls about a fire over across town there, and the fact that that was so well taken care of, well responded to, was a testament to the volunteers and the people that in our fire service, our EMS, and also our police forces. So I want to make sure we do recognize their ability. Also, a close friend of mine, farmer from up in Columbia County, is commissioner now in Columbia County, and their commissioner meetings are the second and third Thursday of the month. They do their work session at 10 a.m., break for lunch, and do the actual board meeting after. So it's a little bit different than what they do in other counties, but say, I'll go aboard Mr. Padora, and we'll go from there, so.
No, it's the same, I got the sentiments of, no matter what the weather is, what the time of the day is, always when that call or the alarm goes out, there's always our firefighters and our Schuylkill County firefighters, which is all 100% volunteer except for one person, is outstanding. I've always said they're true professionals. They go out, they're beyond and trying to save lives and property. And again, that's a testament of what happened over in Palo Alto, definitely. Prayers are with the people that were sent to the hospital. Hopefully things will be okay, and so forth. And I've always said that if you see a breakfast, whatever they're having, a raffle or whatever, sometimes that $10, $15 will go a long way if you keep adding that up. And that's the unique thing about having a volunteer fire service, is that point. If we had a paid fire department, you'd be in here that we'd have to raise taxes to the hills just to have that. So we're very fortunate here in the county to have that, and true professionals. And I gotta give it to the senior leadership also. And frankly, Gary is one that's sitting in the back. That definitely has put his time in throughout the years, and many others. Dave Sadison, and not to go through it and go through the list of them, but again, they put a lot of their volunteer time to make sure that the service continues. So all I could say is that the citizens, please back whatever you can in your volunteer firefighters and all your communities, because it's a needed service, and it's something that we don't have to go on extra pay. So also, Larry, welcome aboard. And I can see, I did mention it last week or whatever. It's a new year, it's a clear year, it's a new beginning, and that's what we're looking for. So to move Schuylkill County forward. So welcome aboard.
Thank you. Yes, I gotta commend the firemen and all of our first responders in Schuylkill County. Our firemen need to be thanked every day, and our police and our ambulance stuff they do. When situations come up like in Palo Alto and stuff, and in Ringgold recently, we had a massive fire right down the street from my house, and everybody responded from Schuylkill Haven, from everywhere. We're there and contained it, that it could have been a lot worse in Ringgold than like the one in Palo Alto. So our first responders are very important. I want to thank my commissioners and the public. I'm excited to work in for the new year. Maybe we can turn a new page here in the county. There is going to be some changes coming with the agendas and stuff in the future. I'm going to change, I think, the way we do this a little bit. I'm going to go back to probably the pre-COVID agenda. Wow, and everything. So there's going to be some changes coming shortly, like the two more night meetings added. It's a start and a step in the right direction. So we're just going to keep moving Schuylkill County forward, and that's what we're going to work for. And I'm going to be there for the people of Schuylkill County. So I appreciate it. And then just for, the retirement board, will be meeting Wednesday, January 10th, 2024, as part of the Commissioners Board meeting, the salary board meeting, which begins at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Boardroom. The prison board reorganization meeting, followed by the monthly meeting, will be held Wednesday, January 10th, 2024, beginning at 11 a.m. in the Commissioners Boardroom. You gotta forgive me, I forgot to bring my glasses in with me. So it's a little blurry. So can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.